Greetings everybody, I'm Eric Hansen with Backpacking TV, and today I have a special guest, Chef Steve Corso of Monte Boca. He has been preparing amazing meals in the backcountry for a long time and a classically trained chef, and is solving the problem of making boring trail food exciting and nutritious while still staying light and packable as well. We're gonna get into how to make a stoveless lunch, throw away those bars. We're gonna have some awesome options. I'm gonna learn something new. I am really excited about this video. But before I turn it over to you, Steve, I wanna ask a quick favor to you to subscribe to our channel, turn on those notifications so that you are getting updates from us, because we really are passionate here about educating and inspiring those who want to get out more and do it safer, enjoying it more, and having a lot more fun in the outdoors. Okay, thanks so much. And Steve, turn it over to you.
Let's do it. Well, we're talking lunch today, and Monte Boca recipes are here to put you on the path for amazing meals, outdoors, van lifing, anywhere you're going outside. But there's two kinds of backpacker or trail lunches. One is a deli sandwich, classic, really great option, but sometimes they get a little bit boring. And two, on a longer haul, trek, it's granola bars, something really fast. So you barely even acknowledge lunch. You take a little bit of a water break, maybe get some more water pumped, and then you're on your way.
Yeah.
But there are some other options to consider that we're going to cook up today to cook up some really nice lunch options.
Yeah, so this is something that I am really excited about. I get a lot of questions from people about, okay, I understand how to do breakfasts. I can buy whatever from the store, and I understand the dehydrated meals, or which we're also going to talk about too in other videos. But lunch becomes kind of this quandary on the trail, because it seems like the only options are trail bars or something that you pack beforehand that gets soggy and is probably heavy and just isn't very satisfying. And I have told people here on the channel, you know, to do, which I'm actually excited because I'm going to be learning something here, because I will talk about like doing trail mixes and nuts and high protein things and peanut butters, but never actually really acknowledging lunch. So let's talk about that.
Let's talk about lunch. Well, there is another option too, which is I take along too, which is meat, cheese, bread. Right, yeah. It's classic trio, and that's a really great option to make up some quick little sandwich bites and things, and also lasts for multiple days. But there are times where you have a little bit more time, you want to have a little bit more leisurely experience on your hike with your buddies. So we're going to make two options, and the first one is a grain bowl. And really great packable ingredient that's available now is these pre-cooked grain mixes.
Awesome.
So we've got, so this one is a rice and a quinoa.
Okay.
But these are pre-cooked, packaged, and will last for multiple days, and also relatively lightweight. So we're going to use this as a base for one of our recipes.
That's awesome, because I think what happens with people is, anytime you add a layer of something that's not directly off the shelf, it immediately becomes too difficult. But this is dead simple.
Dead simple. And this recipe is going to be a open, chop, and dump and mix recipe.
Okay.
So
that's easy. And that's important for people on the trail, because you don't really want to it can already be this overwhelming experience trying to plan and prepare for everything. So food shouldn't be, you know, rack your brain and make you brain explode and melt.
Yeah, so we're all ready to start prepping here, and we're both set up here with some nice outdoor cutting boards here. Yeah. You know, sometimes I love finding a rock or a stump. It's really helpful, but also have a couple great packable, foldable chef's knives.
I noticed these. These are legit knives.
These are legit knives. And you know what's legit is when you point with your knife.
I feel way more intimidating.
Right. But why I like these over other pocket size options is that there's more surface area. So when you're looking to actually chop things and not just slice a piece of meat, it's nice to have a little bit more surface area to get through and have a nice point on it as well.
Okay. No, I like that. I wouldn't necessarily think to backpack with these, but you backpack with a nice chef folding knife at wherever you go.
I do, but I am a chef, so I like to have a nice knife and a nice stove. So
no, I can definitely see the allure, because that is one of the hard things, is using just a small, you know, Leatherman multi-tool or whatever. It's not that great for food prep.
Yeah. So we're gonna get this rolling here. So if you want to go ahead and start chopping,
Okay.
so why don't you grab a green pepper and a few mushrooms and start slicing those.
Oh, I'm kind of nervous to cut a vegetable in front of a chef.
Oh my goodness, so you want a little tip for chopping peppers?
Yeah.
Okay, let me dump this in here real quick.
Because I don't want to embarrass myself.
So a really great tip here for chopping peppers is what I like to call planking it. So you're, instead of cutting it in half and digging out the inside, you're coming at it from the side. And so that way...
I wouldn't have done that technique.
So
I
that
would have thoroughly ashamed myself.
Well, it's just a nice, helpful way to make a little bit more efficient chopping. And then, oops, well, you know, it fell down. We're outside.
Hey.
It's fine.
You know, you got to get your dirt in the meal too.
Yep. So I think that'll probably be good. But that way, when you're done, you just have the core that you can easily pack out.
That's really smart. I'm learning so much already.
So for that one, it's just strips or chunks. It doesn't have to be super fancy. I'm going to go ahead and add this other bag of grain mix. I'm just going to go throw it right in our container, and we're making a pizza grain bowl today. And
You love pizza.
pizza is delicious. It's a crowd pleaser. It's also really great because you can add whatever ingredients you specifically like. So if you like pepperoni, if you like salami, green pepper, tomato, I've got some shredded mozzarella cheese to give our pizza experience.
My only request is no pineapple.
No pineapple. I think I can agree with you on that. But if somebody out there loves ham and pineapple or salami and pineapple and jalapeno pizza, that would be a very good grain bowl as well.
There we go.
So we've got our grain mix. Oh, perfect. You can go ahead and throw in those peppers right in there. Just chop and dump. And I'll go ahead and give you a couple mushrooms here too.
Okay.
And just a little...
Well, I already feel like I learned so much on chopping that. I don't want to embarrass myself on mushrooms. Is there a wrong way to do mushrooms?
There's not a wrong way to do mushrooms. I think
Okay.
just quick little slices. And I went ahead and added some nice packable olives as well. Again, if you don't like olives, don't put them in there.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna add some pepperoni.
Olives are growing on me.
Yeah.
As a kid, I hated them, and now I'm trying to learn that they're actually good.
You know, I was the same way. I didn't like them until I was probably like 25.
Yeah. It takes a more mature palate.
or something. So just adding our pepperoni, and this pre-made pepperoni lasts for multiple days on the trail and also gives you some really great protein, really great fat.
Cool.
So now we sliced our mushrooms. You can go ahead and throw those in.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go ahead and throw in our baby tomatoes. You could easily slice these, but it doesn't really matter. You can just throw them in. And these actually come in a nice, handy, packable container to keep it safe.
Oh, nice. That's easy.
Super easy. So now that we have all of our ingredients in here, now we need to give it a little bit of a dressing, kind of give it some life and some moisture. So go ahead and throw maybe half of that container in there of just oil.
Okay, just olive oil?
Yep, olive oil or canola oil. Perfect, that's looking great. And I've got some chili flake here. Just take a nice pinch of that to give us our pizza experience. And you can add as much or as little as you like.
How do I do that? What is it?
Oh yeah, sprinkle, sprinkle. Nice. And I've got a little bit of oregano or Italian seasoning.
That looks fresh.
Yeah, actually, I did dry this from my garden.
Nice.
But another handy packable tip for spices and for dry ingredients is this is just an old hydration tab container.
Yes,
Really,
I recognize those.
really good
That is
for
really smart.
really good for dry things. And then lastly, we're gonna throw a little squeeze of lemon on top. And what that's gonna do is give us some nice acidity. So we're making a kind of a dirt bag vinaigrette here.
Nice, dirtbag vinaigrette.
Really nice color, really nice texture.
Yeah, looks healthy.
It's healthy.
Okay.
Great. So that's all done. We've got all of our ingredients in here. You could easily add a little bit of salt too, but I think there's enough going on.
Okay.
And we're just gonna hit the lid on it and come back to that in a minute.
Just let it sit for a little bit.
Let it sit for a minute while we go into our second recipe. So for our second no-cook lunch here, we're gonna make a meat salad.
All right.
And I know you might be thinking well, doesn't it need lettuce to be a salad?
Nope.
Nope. And actually just throw more meat in it. It's great. But if you are on
That's my kind of salad.
yeah. If you are on keto or you are counting your carbs on a hike, this can be an option for you.
Okay.
Or somebody that's just a super hungry bear and thinks they need meat all the time. This is a great option.
Awesome.
Okay, so for our meat options, it's kind of choose your own adventure, but what we've got today is we've got some summer sausage.
Okay.
So you want to go ahead and open up that container and start slicing that. We're probably gonna need about a half of that. And I have some dry salami, which is a great packable option.
Nice.
I do have some sliced ham, so this is something to consider. This would be probably good for your first day on the trail, or don't include it for a longer trek.
Yeah, so people are often concerned about bringing meat into a backcountry setting without refrigeration. So what are some things that you would recommend for people concerned about that?
Yeah, I would just say monitor how long your trip is. You know, I can't guarantee that every ingredient is going to be safe on every trip, but just monitor how long you're going for. If you're using something fresher, like this sliced ham, it's probably good for day 1, maybe day 2. But these salamis and sausages, they're a little bit more cured and have a little bit less moisture, are meant to last for 4, 5, 6 days.
Yeah. Anybody who's been on this channel before knows that I'm a big proponent of dried meats, pre-cooked meats, and feeling like that's a really good way to add flavor into whatever meals you're making on the trail, and that you don't need to worry about it if it's not super, super hot and you are eating it within a couple of days of going on the trail.
Absolutely.
So I like that. I think we align there. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Am I just slicing this up?
Yeah, just slice it up. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. And for our second option here, because our container is already full of pizza grain bowl, is we're just going to use a Ziploc bag.
Okay.
And other ingredients we're going to throw in here, I just have some cheese curds here today, already nice and cut up for us. Nice, high calories. Again,
Nice.
a little bit more of those baby tomatoes.
Love those flavor bombs.
I'm just going to go ahead and slice up zucchini.
Okay.
If you don't want any veggies in your meat salad, then just keep it all meat and cheese. It's up to you.
Well, as much as I was just making fun of that, I do like a good portion of veggies myself.
For sure, and there's some good micronutrients in there too. Also some really nice color to be able to complete our salad. So those are looking great. Why don't you just go ahead and throw it in our Ziploc bag here.
Okay.
Ooh, it's looking nice and meaty. Great.
Meaty.
And let's do the same thing with our Italian salami. I'll go ahead and
Okay.
take that out of the way. And while that's going on, I'm going to go ahead and open up our ham and kind of rip that in there.
Yeah, this is a lot of meat.
A lot of meat.
We're going to be able to hike another 15 miles.
I know, I can't wait.
No, I do love that, because I feel like lunches, they're so overlooked as a part of the experience, but I think just being able to sit down at a nice overlook somewhere on the trail and have something that feels really satisfying and not just another dang bar.
Just not another dang bar, and like not every trip will give you enough time for a full lunch experience, but there are some trips that you're not crushing miles every single day, so why not enjoy it? You're going outside to enjoy, so why not take a few minutes?
Absolutely.
So the last meat that we have here, so we have quattro meat. We've got the Landjanger, which is one of my favorite meat secret ingredients. And the Landjanger, it looks like a salami stick, or it looks like a Slim Jim, but I guarantee it's way better quality than that. But it's a dried fermented meat stick. Really great packing.
Can I try that?
Yes, please. I'll try it with you.
Landjanger. I don't even know what that is.
You
Something
do?
only chefs know.
You do now.
That is good.
Super good packing. So we'll slice up some of those as well and put that in our meat salad.
So for those who are
looking perfect.
maybe out there wondering how much a meal like this is going to rack up, what do you typically spend on a meal like this?
Well, it depends on what kind of quality of meat that you're getting and how much you're putting in there.
Sure.
And also how many people you're feeding, because as you can see, we're getting to be quite a good portion, so this could easily feed 4 people.
Yeah.
But the cost per portion is probably going to be, again, depending on the price of your salamis, but maybe $2 to $5.
That is entirely reasonable. Well, if you could think about how much one trail bar costs, usually about $3 a pop.
Yeah,
that is a good deal.
So it's about a push, maybe a little bit more, maybe a couple extra dollars depending on what you're putting in there, but overall it's not that bad.
But a very different experience.
Absolutely. So we've got all of our meat, we've got all of our veggies and our cheese in there, and now we're again going to make a little bit of a vinaigrette. But I think with this one, let's make it a creamy one. So we've got,
switching it up.
this is actually a little bit of vinegar.
Okay. Oh, that looks interesting.
And we're going to do maybe about half of that.
Half of that. Okay.
And then I've got some mayo packets.
About like that?
Perfect.
Okay.
I'm just going to squeeze a couple of those in there to give it a little bit of a creamy consistency.
That's handy.
Super, super handy. Also, what you could use is maybe like a malt vinegar packet. Those are probably hanging around your house. Want to have it spicy?
Oh yeah.
So put a little.
Oh, a little Cholula.
Cholula.
How did you know that Cholula is my brand?
I didn't know, but we've got it here. And then while Eric's throwing that in there, I'm going to throw just a pinch of black pepper in there too. Nice.
Okay. No, I like the idea of backpacking with these kind of flavor packets because it really, it's easy. They're single serving. You don't have to worry about them going bad. They're self-contained. And it totally changes the whole profile of your meal.
Absolutely. And I'm sure you have a whole bunch hanging around your drawer right now, not sure what to do with them anyway.
As they've accumulated from fast food joints.
So we've got also a couple packets of mustard. But again, it's really, really important that you pack these out. I don't want to see them out on the trail at the break spots. Pack it out.
Definitely a good point. And always got to make sure everything that we're doing out there is LNT, leaving no trace behind. Nobody wants to see any Hellmann's mayonnaise packets out of their favorite overlook.
Nope. But we've got these both mixed up, and now it's time to really, really incorporate the flavors.
Okay, how do we do that?
Well, we need to get up and get them mixed. So, make sure it's zipped. I'm gonna make sure the lid is on, so if not, you're gonna have a real bad time.
All right. Just did our dance, worked up an appetite.
Oh my goodness, it's time to eat.
Yes.
Jeez.
Yes.
So we've got both of our lunch options here. We're both gonna bowl them up.
Okay.
Here. I forgot my spoon, so I'm just gonna use a stick.
Wilderness spoon.
Yep. So bowl this up if you're sharing with multiple people. Nice.
That looks good.
Meat chunks, cheese chunks.
That's my kind of salad. Well, cheers. I can't wait to try this out.
Cheers to no burner lunch.
No burner lunch, keeping it simple and keeping it tasty.
And the other thing about both of these is they're very customizable. So this is a pizza grain bowl. You could also make a BLTA grain bowl. You can make a green goddess grain bowl. Just changing up the ingredients a little bit, changing up the dressing a little bit, but you can really have fun with the flavor profiles.
So if people are interested in saying like, I love that idea, they want to tweak it, or they want to learn more about your other recipes that you have, what else do you have for people?
Yeah, so exploration in food is really fun and really important, and just try it. If it doesn't work, then you know what to do for next time or know what not to do for next time. But we have a whole recipe bank with fast, easy, trail-tested recipes at montyboca.com. Also have handy pocket-sized cookbooks if you want to take them out on the trail with you.
Because there is a lot more than just here in your recipe book. So there is a ton of options out there. Steve is single-handedly trying to kill the trail bar industry by keeping things interesting and tasty and light. And so if people wanted to find out more, where do they go?
Go to montyboca.com, M-O-N-T-Y.
Montyboca.
Montyboca.
Mountain and mouth.
Mountain and mouth, because I like to go into the mountains. I usually eat with my mouth.
Usually.
But Instagram at Montyboca, Facebook at Elevate Your Meals, and also I have my own YouTube channel too, Chef Corso, where I go outside and cook things in pretty locations and tell you how to do it.
That sounds amazing. Thank you so much for really bringing me up to speed here on what else my options are. This is phenomenal.
Thank you.
I'm loving it. For all the viewers out there, if you did enjoy this video, make sure that you like and subscribe to our channel. Go check out Steve's other work at montyboca.com. Check out his YouTube channel and keep learning, keep growing, because if the rest of his recipes are anything like this, you're going to be thrilled and delighted. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Eric, this is Steve. We'll see you on the trail.